by any chance any weirdos here tonight? Oh, a few more than I expected. Are there by any chance then any fucked up weirdos? Well, I do. I'm so surprised. Are there any fucked up weirdos on drugs and alcohol here tonight? Then I want to hear a praise Bob! Oh, what beautiful music it is, friends. And this devival started off right. We have just a couple of little traditional rituals that we've always done. One is, if I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable, I'm not going to make you hold hands, but if you could just bow your heads for a quiet, simple moment of noise! Praise God! Praise God! Praise God! Damn God, Bob! Oh, that's very open. And also, I'm going to take this federal note here. This is a $1 bill, and this is illegal. Don't call the fire marshal. As long as the smoke from this burning dollar bill is still rising up to heaven, friends, that tells the alien gods up there that there's still something down here on earth worth saving. Unfortunately, it may not be the American dollar, but I'm not crazy, and this one's still spendable. This is a great job I have of preaching in bars to sinners, tempting them away from the devil and to that man Bob. Now, it's possible that there are a few people here in this audience tonight who don't actually know that much about the Church of the Subgenius. I know it sounds unlikely, but it is possible. And it is my job to deliver them Subgenius 101. And even those of you who already have memorized your pre-scriptures, it don't hurt to remind you of some of the basics. And there are only 3 that you need to know. That is, some of you are real subgeniuses, so pay attention, because there's 3. Bob, Slack, and the conspiracy. Yes, the conspiracy. And, you know, every religion has to have a lot of rules, except this one. We only have 1. And I think some people here know what the main law of the Church of the Subgenius might be.
Fuck them! Fuck them!
Fuck them if they can't take a joke! Or in more polite terms, if they can't not see the humor of it, let them mount up upon themselves. Friends, the Church of the Subgenius was founded in 1953 by that man, J.R. Bob Dobbs, who is already the living saint of sales, gifted with fabulous sales ability. He underwent in 1953 his divine immaculation when the god alien monster calling itself Jehovah seized Bob up in the spirit and revealed to him that throughout history, well, first off, Jehovah the monster alien had been masquerading as God to many main cultures for quite a while, but also he had orchestrated a conspiracy of normals, ordinary, nice, garden variety humans who were robbing away the slack of the weirdos, the abnormals, the misfits, the mutants, the disbelievers, and most importantly, those who will believe anything. And so he commissioned Bob to found a disorganized religion, a club for non-joiners, which is kind of difficult to make money off of, but yet Bob could do it. The important thing is that there is no such thing as a typical subgenius. If any 2 are alike, one must die. So look at your neighbor in the crowd, and if he looks too much like you, you better move fast. Be the first one there. So, some people wonder, who is this man, Bob? Oh, come on, it's just a joke, right? Bob's just a made-up, it's clip art or something, right? It's a satire or something. Would you walk up to a professional wrestler and say to him, hey, that wrestling stuff, that's really just fake, right? Would you walk up to a Christian and say that Jesus guy's just made up? Well, you might actually do that. We have known subgeniuses to do that. Many don't believe in Bob because he's too good to be true. But you've heard the traveling salesman jokes. Those are all based on a real guy. That couldn't just be made up. Nobody could make this shit up. You'd have to be on drugs, I think. Let's look at the name, Church of the Subgenius. Now what? Well, it's not Church of the Genius, that's true. Because it was never the intelligence that counts. If it was, we'd be up shit creek. It's always been a sense. Common sense, sense of humor, dollars and cents. For some people, sensibilia, I suppose. And Bob, the whole thing is not about Bob being smart. He's not the smartest man in the world. He may well be the dumbest man in the world, but it doesn't matter because he is the luckiest man in the world. When was the last time being smart got you laid outside of a sci-fi convention or some such stuff? Maybe tonight it'll work for you. Bob's not like the Pope of all these other religions. He's the opposite of infallible. He has the power to fail. He makes $1 million every time he screws up, and that is because he is imbued with total slack. Slack beyond anything we can imagine. He trods the path of least resistance, surfs the luck plane. Whatever he wants to happen just happens to be what's going to happen anyway. And so we subgeniuses would sure be in a great situation were it not for the conspiracy of the normals. Now, when I talk about the conspiracy, a lot of people go, oh, yo, sure, Reverend Stang, I know what you mean. The 9/11 conspiracy. Oh, the Roswell crash sauce. Oh, no, JFK conspiracy. Oh, no, what you really mean is the fashion conspiracy that makes everybody want to be trendy. Oh, God, if only it was so simple. Unfortunately, it's even simpler than that. It's a conspiracy that doesn't even know it's a conspiracy. It is the conspiracy of the plain, ordinary folks, the normal people, who... Hey, you know, some of our parents are normal. And it's sad that on X day, July 5th, 1998, which obviously hasn't come yet, all of those nice people that we buy things from at stores are going to die horribly. It's too bad. They didn't send their $30 to Bob. Some of you may not have, but that can be fixed tonight. The conspiracy, friends. Again, people go, well, that must be a joke. Well, if the conspiracy is a joke, what do you call the evening news? What do you call your life, my friend? What was it Pogo said? People ask serious questions of the church. People actually come to me and go, what is there an afterlife, Reverend Stang? There is an afterlife in the Church of the Subgenius. It's called death. When you die, you're dead. That means if you've got anything living to do, friends, get busy. Now, if you happen to have that $30 Subgenius minister's card in your pocket that promises you eternal salvation or triple your money back, so maybe you don't have to worry about that. The real point is, you kind of need to live your life either as if you had all the time in the world, or as if this was the last day of your life. Anything in between, it's a waste. A lot of folks go, well, I don't have to worry about the conspiracy because I'm a dropout. I'm a hippie, artist, art bum. I'm off the grid. I don't have to, I'm not part of what he's talking about. And you might even say, well, I don't do stupid things anymore. That's the stupidest thing you'll ever think to yourself.
What?
Because the worst part of the conspiracy is in you. The conspiracy is the part of you that makes you be an asshole. Thank God I'm so deaf I can't hear that.
What?
I love that. Some aspects of getting older is great. Yeah, they think, oh, it can't conspiracy, it can't be here. It can't be inside this building because it's full of subgeniuses. Oh, Jesus, man. The bobbies. Well, I'm not even going to go into it. I'm sure there's no bobbies here. So what have we got to live for? Besides total adoration for that face! That face! There are actually a few other things to live for, such as slack! When I Reverend Stang, I paid my money and went to that Subgenius show. I still don't have slack. Give me some slack, Bob. Man, this is the one religion that will not tell you what to do and will not tell you what slack is because only you know what slack is for you. We could say, like the conspiracy does, oh, slack, well, that's when your team just won the game and everybody in the room is partying and they're good looking and they have good jobs. They're all drinking Miller Lite and listening to that cool latest band. That may be slack for some people. Some people, slack is sitting on their ass watching TV and smoking dope and drinking beer all night. For some people, slack is working. But working at what you wanted to be working at. You get going on something you like to do and after a while you're in the zone and time ceases to pass and everything seems to be falling into place. It's just perfect. And that is the feeling you have to hang on to. That is the slack. That is the slack. That is the slack.